Work a plan now. Can't I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're going to run a little pop pass here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Texans at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Throwing on first down is Carr. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Texans 0.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. Do you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
What now?
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On second down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the exit?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Carr trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Matt Amendola now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 5. Rolling to his left.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Off partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Jamar Chase.
His third touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and 4. Steps away to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texans!
Chigakakwo
from a yard out.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, Bob, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw his Carr.
He's got Anderson on this.
Anderson loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble is kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football is all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll